Hi guys, welcome to another travel vlog. This one will be our hiking trip in Denver around mid-May. We stayed here for around 5 days, 4 nights, so follow along. We're finally here in Denver. We arrived here like really early morning, around like 8, and then we just went straight to the park, and the goal for these next few days is to do hiking. And right now we're in Boulder, in, how do you pronounce this? Chautauqua? I don't know. It's this park that looks like this. And we're just doing the easiest trail because, oh my god, like the altitude, I can low-key already feel it. Those buildings down there is the University of Colorado. Imagine going to school like right next to this park and like the mountains and stuff. That must be so cool. Just like views every single day. We're finally going back down after maybe it was like an hour, but we literally took the easiest trail, and just going up was like really hard. So, and like this, I feel like you can definitely tell that we're tourists because like we're getting tired really easily. Because otherwise, like the person that just passed, they're literally just running up and down with their dogs, with their families. There's this group of graduates that are trying to like take grad pictures here. I hope it turns out like super cute. For lunch, we drove to downtown Boulder, which has a very suburban downtown vibe, and found their farmers market. We got brick oven pizza that looked good and healthy at first, but it was actually not good at all. I recorded myself eating it, but it's not even interesting enough to include here. And then we walked around for dessert and ended up getting gelato at this place called Gelato Boy, which was thankfully pretty good. I got a scoop of red velvet and lavender. Before ending the day, we stopped by Walmart to buy snacks for hiking the next couple days, and because I was really tired, I was playing around and accidentally ran the cart into a pole. The next day, we drove down to Colorado Springs, which is around an hour to an hour and a half hours south of Denver. We visited the Garden of the Gods, which is a free park, very popular for all ages to go hiking around. These sedimentary rock formations were a result of erosion, so we walked around and climbed up one of the formations, but the whole place was crowded with tourists, so it would be better to get there earlier in the day or maybe not during the weekend. After lunch, we walked around downtown Colorado Springs, which is just one long street of vintage shops, and it's definitely what you think of when you think of old small town vibes. We went to the Rocky Mountain Chocolate Factory and got a candy apple and some truffles, red velvet, cookies and cream, almond, and birthday cake. On Monday, we drove to the Rocky Mountain National Park for the highlight of our trip. It was around an hour drive from our hotel, and it was cool to see the scenery change as we drove away from the towns and into the mountains. When I was planning the trip, I chose a trail that had intermediate difficulty, so we wouldn't get super thrown off from the altitude, but we could still see some good views. So I landed on the Deer Mountain Trail. I honestly didn't know where it would lead us because even the map didn't have a definite end spot, so we were just following the trail we saw people take. It seemed like we were hiking up and around the side of the mountain, and I can't tell you how many times we stopped to catch our breaths. My heart was beating so fast the higher we got, but every time we sat down to rest, my heart immediately went back to normal. I'm just kidding. Can you feel the altitude? Yeah. Closer to the top, there was a lot of ice that was still melting, even in mid-May, but to me that was a sign that we were getting closer to the end. I think we made it. We're almost there. Oh my god. Oh. Okay, I think we made it. Wow. Whoa. We made it. We're so high up. We made it. Woo! Whoa. It's a little bit scary looking down. We sat down and chilled for a good half hour like everyone else who reached the top, and we quietly ate our fruits and snacks. There were a lot of squirrels running around and trying to get everyone's food, and I was surprised they would crawl all the way up here when we were 10,000 feet high. It was definitely colder at the top, but the wind felt really nice. On the way back down, we saw deer, which was great because we took the Deer Mountain Trail, so that would be sad if we didn't see any deer. But there were definitely a lot more trails we could have done and lakes we could have seen, but some were still closed due to the snow. We made it back. It's 3:12 p.m. I think we spent like 6 hours here. Right? Because
No, we started then.
10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, so 5 hours. I have glasses marks. But we did it. We did it. Yay. This looks good. This looks good. It fell apart. It fell apart in the soy sauce. Oh my god. The next day, we stayed closer to Denver and stopped by the Red Rock Amphitheatre, which is a big outdoor concert venue up on a hill. I'm pretty sure there was a concert happening later that day because they were setting up things on the stage. In the visitor center, there's a hallway that showed the names of all the artists that performed here from the year it opened until present time. For lunch, we drove to downtown Denver and stopped at the Denver Central Market, which is a little bit like a food court. The food scene here in Colorado, in my opinion, isn't too special because it's a lot of American cuisine, but I would say this was the second best thing we ate on the trip. This is the patty melt. I think it's just patty and sourdough. And then this is Mediterranean with hummus, rotisserie chicken. And then I also got some tarts. This is the passion fruit tart. This is this like chocolate peanut nougat cheesecake. And then I also got a huge carrot cake slice. Yay! The hummus is so good. I'm gonna try this now. I don't want to mess it up. It's good. You can taste the passion fruit. We're in Larmer Square in downtown Denver, and literally there's like no one here. Like it's actually empty. What do you think of those people? Like, right? Like, what is happening? The stores don't even look open either. Why does this look so empty? This is supposed to be downtown Denver. There's like no one here. Honestly, downtown Denver was really dead even for a weekday and didn't feel super city-like. Maybe it's still trying to expand, or I'm not sure how it would be like on a weekend. I don't know. There wasn't really much to do, so we visited the state capitol building, which was kind of interesting. On the last day, we drove back downtown to check out some murals around the city. If I'm being honest, this casual Vietnamese place we randomly found was the best place we ate at on this trip. Their banh mi was super good with the way they cooked their meat. At the airport, we made sure to get there early enough to find time for the Capital One Lounge. I recently got the Capital One travel credit card this year and now have lounge access, and the Denver airport is one of the few locations for their lounges. As if I didn't eat a lot already at the Vietnamese place, I ate some more with a little mac and cheese, salad, and baklava. Even when we left, we were able to take out some on-the-go sandwiches, which is pretty nice. I'm actually surprised this vlog is kind of long, but I'm glad I got to go hiking after a while, and I hope you liked watching all of this too. See you next time.